welcome to another episode of the NHL Weekly. I'm Kyle Winkler, and today's team preview is over the Nashville Predators. The Nashville Predators, moving into the season, are a question. Can Pekka Rinne be the Vezina Trophy winning goalie? Can he be a finalist? Can he be that Vezina caliber goalie that he's been almost his entire career? If he can, then it's not a question of how much Nashville can score. They will make the playoffs. The question is, will they win in the playoffs? That, I don't think so, because they don't have the scoring for that. But defensively, Nashville is above average, but nothing to cry home about after Suter's departure. But Pekka Rinne is the question. Pekka Rinne is the Nashville Predators. It's him and Shea Weber. And Shea Weber will perform, but if Pekka Rinne can't, they won't make the playoffs. But I believe that Pekka Rinne is going to get them back to the playoffs. He has the best glove in the NHL, in my opinion, and he is one of the best goalies in the NHL right now. And if you put him on in Boston, and if you are one of the great defensive teams that we have in the league, he wins the cup. No question in my mind. But he is Nashville. And he loves it there, and they love having him there, and it's a perfect team for him because he is handed that team, and that is his team. And I think he can get him there, and I would look to see the Nashville Predators back in the playoffs. The question you have to ask is, with their scoring situation, is there anything really there? Nothing to cry home about. They have Philip Forsberg in the works, and that is exciting because Philip Forsberg could potentially be a great center for them, that he's going to be a 70-point guy that's going to not be a superstar, but it's going to be a star. And that, if they could have that, it would be extremely dangerous to play Nashville. But Seth Jones, it's interesting because they lost Ryan Suter, but it seems with the drafting of Seth Jones, they're trying to get that image back of having a top two defenseman, even though they know they're not going to be able to afford Seth Jones if he becomes like Ryan Suter. So the question there is, I don't know. I think they should have drafted Elias Lindholm. As strange as it sounds, that's the guy they should have drafted because he could have played in the NHL this season, most likely, and he could have been their center. And that's the kind of guys you got to go for when you're in the position Nashville's in. You have to build your forward base because your defense is decent enough. You got to build your forwards around the goaltending. They're not really doing that. And it frightens me because I know they're never going to have long-term success like that. But in a situation like Nashville, your goal is to get to the playoffs more than it is to win the Stanley Cup. And I think in this season, they're going to do it. They're going to get to the playoffs, but a cup is not in their foreseeable future right now.